it's Tanya with Red Cardinal Crafts. How you doing? I'm working on some junk journals. This is my Bermuda one, and I put together 5 signatures for it. I started working in it and putting a few things, but the plan was to do my Bermuda album inside this book. I thought I could cover, paint or something and cover this up and say like Bermuda or something on the cover, but I really like the images on here. So then I thought, well, shouldn't I use this for my childhood journal that I want to make? You may recall that I had made these signatures a while back that I was going to use for my childhood journal. So I don't know, because what I don't like about them is there's not a lot of variety with the pages. So yeah, I don't know. So let me show you all the childhood stuff I have. I found this on my shelf a minute ago. This is like old little drawings and stuff. So my mom kept everything. Some kind of angry clown. I could use some of these as the papers in the journal, just fold them up. I could use this. This is what we used to use to cover our books. He's smoking cigarettes. Department of National Health and Welfare Canada. I hope it's saying to not smoke. Oh yeah, he threw away the cigarettes. Oh, Lord. Anyway, this is stuff that my sister and I gathered from Mom and Dad's house when we went through everything. All these old cards. Look at this. This was from my Nana and Papa, and they had put a $1 bill in there. That would have bought a lot of penny candy back in the day. So Mom kept all these cards. Cards from birthdays, just all this vintage stuff. It's so cool. So I want to use these in the album. This I kept from back when Scott and I were dating. And this is taquitos. Does anyone in Canada remember this? They were Hostess chips. And I think this was pre-Doritos. I think this was the version of Doritos before Doritos came about. Oh dear. This is me and when I was 7. I think Mom cut my hair that year. This, remember these? Ronald McDonald cookies. Mayor McCheese. These are my swimming badges. This is the plane ticket. Tanya Horn, age 6. This was my plane ticket when Mom and Annette and I went to Toronto in 77. We had to go to the hospital for sick kids and be tested. Mom's family had Wilson's disease, so we needed to be tested to see if we had it, and we didn't. Check this out. My Nana and Papa went to Disney World, sent me this postcard. It looks like it's the 24th of March, 1980. It says, "Hi Tanya, sending you a Mickey Mouse card. We are going to Disney World tomorrow. Love, Nana and Papa." Isn't that cool? These are all my report cards from kindergarten all the way up to high school. Mom kept all of those. Then these were our little scribblers. This is my social studies and science book. These are some of my earlier works. I looked up the dates because it's like Wednesday, June 7th. So I looked at when these were. This was grade 1, I believe. They were grade 1 and grade 2 were some of these books. This is my math, some more writing, printing. I had very neat handwriting for being 6 years old, 7 years old. Ooh, this was a little bit earlier. Oh, look, these are birds. So these I thought I could use kind of as signatures, and then I can put the stuff in these and just use it. Oh my gosh, the teachers used to give us stamps. Oh, so exciting. I loved getting stamps. I made a turkey. These are all cards that I made over the years. You see, this is from my granddad. This was Dad's father. It says, "Love to my dear granddaughter Tanya from Granddad Vic," 1977. And I've always thought of this card because I don't have a whole lot of memories of my grandfather. But I remember making this card, and I did all these hearts, and this was supposed to be him in the hospital, and he was laying in his bed. And I just did "Get well soon." Thought that was long gone, so to see that last year or the year before when we went through the cedar chest, that was awesome. Tanya, 8 years old, 1979. Happy Father's Day. Got a chipmunk in the tree. This is the 4 of us sitting at our patio set. Dad's got a birthday cake. There was a robin. It wasn't flying. He was just suspended in midair. This is a note that I had left on the kitchen table, saying that I was going sliding with my friends and I'd be home and don't worry. And yeah, we always left notes on paper towel. This is so cool. This was in grade 3. We did Pioneer Days with our teacher, Mrs. Wagner. She was amazing. And we did the Little Red Schoolhouse. And we also did some stitching. So we all dressed up like Little House on the Prairie. We made homemade ice cream and our parents came. Oh my God. And we did a little play and it was a whole thing, but we stitched. And this is what we stitched. We did strawberry shortcake. This is stitching I did when I was 9. The back is a little messy, but it turned out so good. I remember my friend used the wrong color and did the light pink for the hat, and she was so disappointed in herself. But yeah, I was really proud of that. So it's a pillowcase. So I don't know, maybe I make the little pouch to hold my journal in and I use that. I don't know. I have to show you my very first junk journal. So whenever we would go camping when we were kids, my sister and I would get these scrapbooks, and they were 54 cents from Kmart, and we would document our camping trip. So this is camping. There's our trailer. Holiday Haven is a place that we used to go camping. And there's the hayride. We would stay at Mactaquac, which was in Fredericton, New Brunswick, which later on, that's where Bryn would be born. This is our tag from our site that we had. And this is a map of Mactaquac. And crazy enough, years later, Scott and I actually golfed there. This is Kedgie Makuchik. That's Kedgie. So we camped there in 79. I would have been 8 years old. And that's where, if you follow me on my other channel, My Little Pink Cottage, we've gone camping there recently when we go down to visit my sister. Sold our trailer after we went to a trip to Ottawa and New Hampshire. We camped at Nepean Campsite in Ottawa. It says, then we parked the trailer and went to the city. And the fees for our trailer were $7. And we went to the Parliament buildings, which was so cool. We stood right here on the lawn in front of the Parliament buildings. We were there for Canada Day and we saw the fireworks. On our way home, we went to Man and His World. So this was Cuba. And strangely enough, this is where Scott and I went for our honeymoon. And this is like this great big Cuba poster. How cool is that? There's my early junk journaling. Oh my God, that's so fun. I got this, it's waxed cording. So I use this to put together my Bermuda journals, and it's really cool. I just got this on Amazon, and I got 8 colors, and it was $14.99 here in Canada. Someone complained and said that this is just white rope, and it's just the colored wax on top of it, but I don't care. If it just looks worn, whatever, it's fine. Binding books, because the wax, like when you pull it, it makes it nice and tight. So, yeah. All right, I will get work. Oh, and I bought this, an awl, the other day. Got that on Amazon too. So to start off, I'm just trimming all these to 10 inches, just because this journal, that's the height that I need them to be. And I'm just being very mindful of what ends that I'm cutting off. So I use this end because I liked this little thing. This one is so cute, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't really want to fold it, so I thought maybe I could cut her out, and that could be a tuck spot. This bike could be another thing. This little strip could be something, so I'm not totally sure, so I don't want to cut that up yet. So now I'm going to piece these together with book pages and with some of my little childhood scribblers. The way I'm handling my little school books is I took them apart. So this is my little red one, and I'm just realizing now I don't have my name. So I got to put the piece of paper that had my name at the front. Here it is. So that's gonna go, and I just took the staples out and reinforced this with some washi tape just so it makes the binding a little bit stronger, and same with these pages. I'm gonna put some pages in another signature, like do samples of my sentences and stuff, and maybe some of my drawings. So many things happening on my desk right now. All right, I start off with all this space and then I slowly close in and I have a tiny little work spot. Now what I'm doing is just going through this little 500 words to grow on book, and I'm cutting out certain things. So I cut this one out because we used to have a pet canary, Buttercup. And then this one, I want to cut out the cake, the dandelions. This was like half a page and I thought that was really cute. I can use that as a little pocket. So that's what I'm doing here. See, this was part of this. So I just cut that off. And I'm just seeing, oh, the slide. Oh my God. We had a slide like that and I walked off the end of it one time and knocked the wind out of myself. We had yo-yos. Oh my God, we had a sandbox just like that with the little corner seats. We had a pogo stick. So there's a bunch of stuff in here that I'm gonna cut out and use. I could put the stairs. I fell down the stairs so many times when I was little. Goose eggs on my head. I just want to make sure that everything is where I want it before I go stabbing it. I'm gonna measure it. This whole thing I think is 10 inches. Yep. So I'm just gonna put a mark at the 5-inch mark and then just coming in 2 inches on either end. So at the 2, the 5, and the 8. And I'm just gonna do a pokey. This is so much easier to use. This is so much more comfortable in my hand. There we go. I just want to show you what's great about this thread, this waxed thread. When you tie, just tighten it, and then like it stays. You're not constantly like messing with it. Because it's wax, it has like resistance, so it doesn't slip like regular thread or string or whatever would. I'm going to bind these inside, and then I think it'll just be easier when I work that everything's just inside the book and I just work in the book. So what I need to do, because there's 5 signatures, I should double check that that's not too many. She's gonna get chunky. It'll be fine. Okay, so 5, I need to measure across this space, and so I've got 2 inches to work. So let's see. All right, I think what's gonna be easiest is if I make a template. So it's going across here. I need this to be 2 inches. This is 10 inches long, so we know everything has to go along here. So here's 5, here's 2, and here's 8. So it needs to go, they need to be measured across this line. Can't see. Am I even in the, okay. I was like, am I even on camera? I have no idea. All right, okay, so if this is 2 inches, the center is gonna be 1. And then for the other 2, oh, math, okay. Let's do, like, is that a 1/4 of an inch? 1, 2, 3/8 of an inch. And 3/8 of an inch. I used to call them dit-dits because I never knew how to measure, and I went to school for graphic design. So there you go. All right, so that's where we're gonna poke the holes in the binding, and I'm just gonna washi tape that down just so it's not shifting around. I'm just gonna poke some holes. I think I did pretty good. Okay, so now I'll just take this off. And then we'll sew these in. gonna kill me that I used. Oh. Okay, don't bind your stuff until you get your book done. All right, we're just gonna do this. I'll try it with one and see if that was a complete waste or if it makes sense to do. All right, so we're gonna go same thing in through the middle, in through the middle, and then down through the bottom, and pull, and then all the way up to the top. And down through the top hole. Come on. I'm not making this look easy, but it really is. It's not that bad. It's just fiddly. And then we trim. All right, so I wasted some of this binding the pages first, but wait till you're gonna put them into the book. Duh, that was a little stunned on my part there. All right, guys, so here is my journal. It is all together. Got my signatures in here, and oh my God, to finally have this put together, to finally made myself a journal. I've talked about doing this forever. Actually, it was going to be a scrapbook many years ago, and it just never happened. So now this is all together. I mean, Mom held on to this stuff for 45 plus years. That is crazy. And I think she would think it was pretty cool that it's all now in a book. So I will be back to do my drawings like this. I used to start at the feet and work my way up. I am going to come back and do some journal with me videos so you can see what I'm working on. Sometimes I'll just show you like a flip through of some things that I've done. Sometimes it's hard to work on camera, especially when it takes so long. It kills my phone and my phone gets filled so fast. But anyway, there you go. This is my childhood journal. Oh my gosh, can't wait to work in it. All right, thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope everyone is safe, happy, and healthy. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, tell your friends, and I'll be back with some more videos soon. All right, take care, guys. See ya.